Oh boy. Hello everybody. My name is Lana Usagi, girl of your dreams, harbinger of your nightmares, and your computer is about to explode. And welcome back to a little bit of a Honkai update, like a news update. This is a little bit unprompted, and I know I'm a little bit late to the party, as it were, with this, but we're here regardless, and I wanted to talk about it and offer a little bit of insight. So, over the course of the past few days, we had that little concert that happened, the Honkai Star live concert. I haven't actually seen it yet. I've been pretty busy these past few days, but at it, they announced two very important things that we're going to be going over today, and these are, they're kind of wild, to say the least. So, the first thing we have here is the Fate collab. This was announced last year in one of the special programs, and I didn't know what Fate was at the time. Since that announcement has come out though, I did decide to actually play like Fate Extella Link. That was the one I played. Not sure if it was a good starting point, but whatever. And I found it pretty fun. And today we finally got the announcement of the two characters that are going to be coming over. Let's take a look at this one video here. I would like to give a little bit of credit to Streetwise Rhapsody for this video that I'm using. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so that's Saber right there. That's Artoria. That's the King Arthur. Looks a little different than the regular design, but that's okay. Okay. That, from what I've heard, so I have a friend who does a little bit of modding for this game, like on the PC version anyway. Wait for it. When they seen that face, great pause. When they seen Artoria, Saber, whatever you want to call her, doing this, they were like, oh my god, this is actually a big upgrade, like, deal for this game. I know that's a weird thing to point out, but it is, I mean, it does look pretty good. This is like a very clean looking ultimate animation. If this is, in fact, what the ultimate animation is going to be, if this is going to be what Saber's ultimate is going to look like. And I think that is pretty cool. And that is also an attack from Fate, I believe. I believe she uses that. And there we go. We have Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail. The collaboration themed event will be available. So they're being a bit strange with the wording of this, because they're not saying it's going to be an entire patch dedicated to these, right? Like, we don't know if that's going to be the case. However, we do see that, like, it's launching officially on July 11th. I do believe we're going to get a story involving this. Now, we do have Saber only being voiced in Japanese in this trailer, even though this is like the English trailer. This is put on the English channel. There isn't necessarily an English voice for her. So I'm wondering what that's going to look like on the English dubbing side of things. I don't know if they're just going to be like ducking it because, you know, the strike is happening and everything, and they're just like, they're like, you know, struggling with that. But I do think we are going to get some sort of mission / story out of this. I mean, if you look in the background here, you can see a few of the Penacony characters here. Probably, if I was to wager, maybe Saber's story is gonna take place within Penacony. It might be a little bit of a flashback to Penacony during the Amphoria story. A little bit like maybe one of those like not canon side missions that we seem to see. Like, for instance, we had that one on the Herta space station, like, recently. We had the anniversary event, which had March up and about, despite the fact that she's fucking, like, a popsicle right now. So yeah, I assume it's gonna be one of those non-canon ones. That's why I'd wager. And we also do see that there is a story supervisor here. Okay, so Kinokunazu, the story supervisor, keep in mind it doesn't say the writer of the story. I assume Kinokunazu has something to do with it, a la how Miyamoto does with newer Mario games. But he is actually the writer of Fate Stay Night, and one of the co-founders of Type Moon, which is the company behind Fate. So yeah, that is pretty cool. And as for the other guy, Takashi Takeuchi is the main artist behind Fate. In fact, when you look up Takashi Takeuchi, the first picture that comes up, I believe, is of Saber. So if there's any Fate fans who are out here wondering, going like, oh, this gotcha slop is going to ruin the integrity of Fate, the actual people who have like big connections to this series as a whole since the beginning are gonna have their paws in this. So I think you're fine. I think it's gonna be all right. Don't worry. We also do have
Archer
launching, and might I add, as the first male quantum character in Honkai history. We don't have as much information about Archer as we do Saber. Like, we don't know what Archer's ultimate is going to look like or anything. At least not yet, anyway. But we do know that Archer is going to be given out for free, whereas Saber is probably going to be available within the event. Probably to pull for. We don't have any other officially released details aside from that, so yeah, this is super exciting. As someone who recently did get into Fate as a series, like, this entirely seems like something that we can definitely look forward to. Also, on the subject of the Pats, it's said that Saber is going to be a wind destruction type, so I'm probably gonna pull for her in that regard as well. I have an Axa right now, sure, but and he's good for multiple targets, like he's super good for that. So I'm not super sure if Saber is necessary, but listen, she's a collab character. This is what I would recommend to all of you guys. If you want these characters, pull for them, because I don't know if they're going to be like sticking around for long. Think about Alloy with Genshin. I don't know if they're going to be around forever. As for Archer, Archer is a quantum hunt type, which I could be wrong, but I don't think we've seen that yet. But we definitely haven't seen a quantum dude in the entire history of Honkai as a series. So that's very interesting. But yeah, that's what we know for the Fate Collab. So with that out of the way, let's move on to our other piece of information. And this we don't have as much info about, and that is the new Honkai game. Honkai Nexus Anima. Okay, here we are.
Hi, 你好吗?
Hey, Kiana. Yeah, it's Kiana.
到了一个新的位面，这里有好多新奇的事物。
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, so Blade's here, I guess. We have Kiana in this new... Wait, no. I need to shut up and let this play out. Oh. A brand new Honkai game. Stay tuned. Okay, so we didn't actually get that much information about it in that clip, but there is still some stuff we can analyze. So let's do that real quick. We have... I'm gonna assume this is Saint Freya, but I can't be sure. It could just be a... You know, just any random fucking school. Kiana here has a new outfit. She's wearing pants for a change instead of her usual like spandex or whatever. This is probably maybe a bit more of a casual world compared to the things that happen in Honkai Impact, but who knows. And from what we can tell about with some other information, this is going to be a Pokemon adjacent game. I assume it's gonna be a little better than the recent Pokemon games. I'm gonna get fucking killed for that statement, but I don't give a shit. This dog thing looks adorable, and of course Kiana would have a little sweet dog as her creature, her la creatura of choice. And we have Blade here with what looks like Zacian. It's very funny though how Kiana just has a full new deck of an outfit, whereas Blade is just here in his regular getup. Maybe there's like some slight changes here, but I don't notice them. But he certainly does have his own unique little creature. How I assume this game is going to work is it's also going to be a gacha game, because, you know, that's MiHoYo's bread, butter, and toast. But it's going to be a bit more adjacent to what I assume Pokemon Masters is going to be, where when you pull a character, you also get their little creature thingy with them. So in Pokemon Masters, you'd pull for a trainer, that's what you're mainly focused on, but you also get like their Pokemon of choice. So like for instance, if you pulled for like, I don't know, fucking Whitney, you'd get her Miltank. So I assume if you were to pull for Blade in Nexus Anima, you would also get this Zacian looking motherfucker over here. And I think that does have like an appeal, at least to me anyway. Because for one, I've been pretty, you know, Honkai is a special interest of mine. Very much so. So any Honkai, anything is good for me. But with an added bonus of being able to collect cute critters on top of my, you know, anime blorbos, like I'm kind of set. I needed a replacement for Pokemon anyway, it's fine. I don't know if I have much faith in Pokemon ZX or whatever, the new Pokemon Legends game. The windows are like textures. Someone's gonna be mad about that opinion, but whatever. It's a Pokemon opinion. No one's gonna agree with it, no matter what it is. We also see back here that there's actually some other characters that Kiana runs by, and I'm assuming that character is Kiana, by the way. Like, it sounds like her. It's got her braids. She looks like her. Fucking dog caught mid-motion. Like, let's not split hairs. That probably is Kiana. I'm not super sure who this blue-haired person is with their fox. Yeah, no, I don't know. Or this person over here. Maybe Owl? Probably not. That's probably not Owl. But, or they could be entirely new characters. What if, this is my little theory that I just came up with on the spot right now. What if both of these characters are our, like, male and female avatars? Hear me out on this one. So we have the Trailblazer for Honkai Star Rail, where you can pick either a male or female one. What happens for this one if that's our female one on the left there with the fox and that's our male one over there? They both have similar hair colors. They both could be pretty interchangeable. They could be the choosable protagonists of this one, and they could be called something like, I don't know, the collectors or something, that the newsletters and everything can go like, good evening, collectors. We have an update for you, you know, that kind of a thing. It would make sense for them to appear in this first trailer. As beside Kiana, I assume Kiana's gonna be kind of like our starting character, and we also have Kiana just walking through here, and she's saying she's in a new plane. We don't know the lore of this game yet, but maybe I doubt this is the same Kiana from the Honkai Impact Gun Girl Z timelines. We know how Honkai works at this point, and also I don't know if Blade from the Stellaron Hunters is just out here chilling with his Zacian fucking, you know, archetype, just wandering around when he has like a script to fulfill. I don't know, I feel like this might be a bit more of a light-hearted game, where just the characters from the Honkai series are, if that makes any sense. And yeah, those are the only characters we tend to see. And we also see them get into a battle here, and Kiana says fresh challenges too, so I assume we will be, something that could be interesting is if this is like an MMO situation where characters are pitted against each other via the players. I think that would be really awesome, because I'd fucking smoke all of you. This could be the new like competitive thing that people could get super interested in. That would be pretty interesting. I would be down for that. I'd be down to see people get their asses kicked on live and, you know, throw a bitch fit and cry like Pokemon players when they get beaten. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We don't have any other information yet, but we do have a little clip here at the end. A brand new Honkai game. Stay tuned. So this is Honkai Nexus Anima. We don't exactly know who all of these people here are yet. We can see all of them have their own individual monster, which I think supports my theory of, like, when you pull for a character, you get a little creature thingy with it. I think I see an adventurine back at the back there with the hat. Yeah, no, these are very difficult silhouettes to point out. Like, listen, Honkai Star Rail has, like, when all the characters, like, have very similar, like, you know, body types and everything, it's not the easiest to try and figure out whose silhouette is whose, when kind of all you have to go off when they're all silhouetted is, like, hair and accessories. And that's why I'm picking up Aventurine, because of the hat. If that's even Aventurine, I don't know. It kind of looks like the feather he has on his hat. Or wait, is that just... Oh, it's just confetti, I'm an idiot. But, you know, it still could be Aventurine. But yeah, that's kind of all the information we have today as far as the news updates that dropped during the concert went. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about all of this. I'm personally pretty hyped for it, especially Nexus Anima. Like, yeah, I'm excited for Fate too, but It's also kind of stressful because I'm trying to pull for Cypher right now. I'm probably gonna be destroyed as far as Stellar Jades go by the time Saber comes out. So who the fuck knows how that's gonna work out for me. And if they do make Cyrene playable, like, I'm done. I'm fucked. And Hysolins, if Hysolins is like the Eden XP I think she is, we'll see. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, remember to subscribe, and join me on my live streams and everything like that. We tend to go live at least 2 times a week. So, especially with Honkai Star, we've been keeping up with the entirety of the game. We're fully caught up now. We also go live at Honkai Impact. I'm trying to do Honkai Impact once a week, but it's getting tough just because, like, I'm getting a bit busier recently. But we're gonna keep on trucking. We're gonna catch up to Honkai Impact. Don't you guys worry. Starting Elysian Realm soon too, so we'll have Elysian Realm and Amphorius hopefully running back to back fairly shortly. So yeah, thank you guys for everything. Remember to leave a like, comment, and a subscribe. Leave a subscribe, yeah. And I'll see you guys in the next stream/video/whatever. Bye bye.